Hello friends and fellow weirdos, I am CrashOverbite, and today, let's talk about some cave spider spawners! Okay, so you gotta be within 16 blocks of your spawners for them to be active. They spawn anywhere between 1 to 4 mobs depending on the light level, and the amount of airspace around them, which should be at least an 8x8x3 area for them to spawn efficiently. But just to be safe, this room is a 9x9. When the spiders spawn in, they fall down here, and they kind of get shoved in underneath these trapdoors. Some of them might try to climb, but they eventually get bounced over into lava, or they just kind of go there themselves. And that pretty much takes care of that. But most of the time, they will move out of the way. The reason we have this top row of trapdoors is so they don't continue to climb up the wall and interfere with our spawners' spawn rates, which works pretty well. You might have noticed these are not full blocks here. That's on purpose, because spiders, when they get to the end of the water stream, they'll try and resist water a lot of the times, but if they drop down a little bit, they kind of don't do that. And another thing is, at the end of the blocks, they'll try and kind of stick to the edge of the block, and that also is a problem. So they kind of just end up sitting at the end of the water stream and not really going anywhere. These are actually important because it also gets them down under the trapdoors, the back trapdoors there, where they don't try to climb up past it, and they just kind of sit in the water and it pushes them right into the stream. Let me bust out of here for a second. I built a smaller one here just to kind of try it out. But it has some issues where the spiders will get on the top of this here, and they'll just kind of sit there and they won't do nothing, and they'll interfere with our spawn rates. Another thing is it's just all too close to the spawner, which also decreases the efficiency, and it's just not very good. Plus the light source of the lava kind of interferes too. And I don't really like the smaller one. You can use it, it's just slower and doesn't work as good. And that guy's just kind of hanging out there, ain't he? Anyway, the bigger ones, they don't have that problem. Plus, dropping them that far kind of resets their pathing, so they try not to resist as much when they're going through the water streams. And it just works a whole lot better. Plus, if you drop them that far and one of them actually sees you and tries to track you, they won't do that because they'll drop out of range. Alright, so I just activated the farm so I could show you this little junction here. It's a good way to connect all your farms. It's about the only way, really. For the water streams here, you just use an iron bar to block this top source. Then you use an iron bar to block the flow out of the farm, and spiders can actually swim through that gap. But you don't want to overextend your water sources past 4 blocks, because then the spiders will start being able to resist them. And it'll just back up. It kind of backs up here, but they still move through kind of quickly. So it's not super duper bad. But I don't recommend hooking more than 2 up to one junction, just because of this reason. And this is actually the same kind of junction as down there, but instead we're using it to shoot our cave spiders up into our collection area, which works pretty well. I don't know what's going on here. I guess they kind of got stuck. No, they're still bouncing around. That guy's just blocking that other guy, I guess. Alright, now for the collection area, it's really simple. The water stream comes up here, and then we have another one back there just to push them up against this iron bar. Now when they see the player or something they're attracted to, they try to climb. So they climb up this iron bar and they kind of collect right here. There's a trapdoor back there to kind of hold them forward. I wouldn't get too close to them. Try and stay at least a block and a half away. And you can whack them with your sword or just throw potions, because it's easier to throw potions, in my personal opinion. And the trapdoors are kind of here to help you stay back. If you're kind of near the corner of this trapdoor here, you can still kind of pick up the XP, and you're less likely to get hit, but you still might. A lot of the items you might have seen, I didn't get any of those in my inventory. I actually have a minecart hopper shoved into the half into this block and half into this other block over here. And it's kind of partially sitting over this hopper. So it picks up all the items, puts it into that hopper, and the hopper puts it into the chest. If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, here's a minecart hopper on top of a hopper. And all you gotta do is push it down in there with the piston. And that's pretty much it. Iron bars are pretty important here, but I think you can use fences too. You just need to be able to whack them, you know. It's not super difficult. Actually, I wonder if they would whack you through fences. The answer appears to be yes. They will still hit you through fences. Can you hit me here? Can you hit me here? Can I be a block away from you and still not get hit? Yeah. Okay. I'm done with you, jerks. Take some of that. Oh, yeah. Alright, so if you liked it, there's a button for that. If you didn't like it, there's a button for that too. If you want to see this thing in more detail, check out my Let's Play series, where I built this in my Let's Play world. Because I have 3 of these spawners hooked together. And yeah. Bye! It looks like I'm puking damage potions. Yeah! Woohoo! Uh-oh. I killed him.